fun fact, from the point at which I bought the interior to the point at which I opened the club first time, it was just 7 days. Hello everybody, it's User1, and usually I make these kind of videos scripted. I usually write a script, but today I don't have enough time, so I want to make videos once a day, so I want to just release a video out, and you guys seem to prefer this kind of content, so I'm just gonna get straight to it. No business, no bullshit. So you want to start your own business? Here in property section, they often sell what are clubs and businesses and whatnot. There's different ways you can get a business. Well, first one is business leasings over here in property section on the forums. Here you can lease a business. I've never done it myself, to be fair, but some of my friends have, and as you can see, right now I believe they're open. Yeah, they are open. When I checked, they were closed, and so basically you come here, you get this application, you read everything, and then you go lease a business. Again, I'm not sure how this works, but I am pretty sure that you have to be very active and stuff like that, and it's much more strict. This is the strictest form. You'll be very much monitored in how you're going to perform business because you're leasing them. You're not actually making an investment. But this is a good way to start if you don't actually have a lot of money to start with. Another way you can do it is if you go back to property sections, but in classy fields over here. If you go into in character and to classy fields, here you will find real estate, and in real estate you will have a couple of commercial real estate that you can purchase. Now this is the other extreme. Here you have a couple of clubs, but these are really expensive. So for example, Octopussy, it's currently for sale for 60 million. That's just the starting bid, by the way, and nobody bet yet. Interesting. Honestly, I have a lot of memories with Octopussy Club, and it's hope it gets sold, hope it gets open again. Other clubs are being sold. There's some people buying here. I don't know, I don't usually post like a buying thing. I don't see a point in that, but if you want to buy a business and you have a couple of tens of millions of dollars, then you can go here. But if you have a couple of tens of millions of dollars, you probably don't need a guide. So aside from leasing, is there anything else you could do? Well, there is another option. You can buy a house and you can turn that into a business. Now, obviously a house like this one doesn't really seem like a business. You can also do this with apartments, and I have attempted that before to very unsuccessful results. I got kicked out and I lost my business. So probably don't want to use apartments. Use houses. You stick with houses, and you want to find a business that looks a lot like, you know, a place which could be a business. This could be a business. I can imagine this being like a shopping mall or even a club, you know, a neighborhood club. I mean, it's possible. Here's the thing. These will not be scripted businesses, but you can license them as businesses. So let me show you exactly what I did. I did exactly this, but I have a really good area which I used. Hold on, let me see if I can show you the profile. So if I go to my posts, you can see here is my licensing, and if I go down to this one, there we go. So this is the place, this is the ad that I saw, literally posted October 22nd, and I just snagged it. So the starting bid was only 1 million and the buyout was 4 million. Considering that businesses, you know, usually go for tens of millions of dollars, I decided, fuck it, I'll just go for 4 million. I just buy it out already. At first he was like, no, I got another buyer, but that buyer pulled out, so I just bought this. And after I bought it, of course, people started messaging me. And yeah, then I put in I put in a license application. So to do that, from home, you go down and you scroll down to a government section. So there should be, there you go. No, this Bureau of Licensing, Government Bureau of Licensing. This is where you go. And in here, you have business and license and registration. in here you can register your business. But first you gotta purchase the property. So after you purchase the property, you go in here and you go to the business registration and application form. Here you have the full application, just copy that. So all you want to do is you just want to create a new topic and you want to title it name of the business. So just replace this with the name of your business. In my case it was Safe Word, and yeah, then you can just get it. So let's look at my application real quick. So if you look at my application, I put everything in and I applied for adult entertainment license and an alcohol license because it's like a nightclub strip bar kind of a deal. You have to submit all the screenshots, so I had to go in game and get a couple of screenshots. This is how the business used to look like, but it doesn't matter if you change it later on, as long as you submit this. And the most important thing, you have to show that you have to prove that you're home. It's kind of outdated because here it says screenshot of the eye marker or the apartment's porch showing the owner's name. Apartment's porches stopped showing owners' names like a couple of years ago, so this should be updated. But basically you just type /home and then it shows your marker, and then you take the screenshot and that should be enough. And there you go. Just like this, just put all this in, and then after a while they might tell you like, oh, you got the wrong date format, so you gotta change that. And then after we do this, we type done. The same day pretty much, right? Yeah, the same day he was like, yeah, you're all good. Then I literally went in game, and I think the same day I actually paid for it all. So once you get a license, you got a business. You can open it. Now, of course, you gotta do it by regulations, and depending on what business you have, a casino or all kind of licenses. There are adult entertainment, gambling, gaming. Those gaming licenses, but those are pretty much for gambling. Alcohol, medical, and just business registration. So those are the licenses you can get. And if you don't get license for your business, you will be fined and you will be shut down. So there's no reason to not get them. So yeah, you can get a license for what's script-wise an apartment, which is kind of cool. Alright, well let's quickly check on my footage now. And now we'll have some gameplay footage of how I actually designed this place. Now, let me start this from the beginning. I could not do this without my friends. The first design came from two of my friends, Amy Dawson and Melissa Kears. Amy Dawson did majority of the main room design at the start. Now you might notice that the last episode was actually a different design. We did have to change it because of the issues of the congestion at the entrance, which is, a big problem, and because there wasn't enough room in general, we had to change it. But I'm still very grateful, extremely grateful to Amy Dawson for helping me with the design. I did pay her, obviously. And I did, account for that expense, but I paid her like a tiny amount in compared to what usual designers take. I paid her like what, 100 grand, something like that. So it's basically that she did it out of charity, and I thank her for that. So thank you, Amy Dawson. But basically the design focused all around the functional mirror. That's the gimmick that the interior had. Honestly, I even forgot that GTA San Andreas had functional mirrors. So I wanted to just keep it at the focus of the whole place. Now, the couple of difficulties we ran in was that if we bear switched, which is something you do to remove all the interior like properties, like these chairs that you see everywhere and the counter with the sex toys, if you do that, then you have a problem because the mirror stops working, and we really wanted to keep the mirror, so we had to keep all that other stuff with it. So we had to work just around that stuff. When we're designing the kind of the design, the feel, the experience of the place, I came up with a black and dark red design because those are my favorite colors, basically. Well, you know that. It's in my logo, white, black, and red. And yeah, that's what we went with. I know this is kind of a filler. I don't really have a script for this specific episode, but I feel like you guys are enjoying these episodes more, at least from what I can tell. Usually the episodes where I don't bother scripting anything, you guys just watch those to the end. So I just want to, share that with you guys. I just want to release as much content as I can. And you seem to be enjoying that, so there's that. And if I do make quality content, I can still do that, but, every once in a while, why not? So here I am. I'm not using a plain red texture. I decided to go with like a sand, almost a snow or a snow texture, because no surface in real life is perfect. So I wanted to illustrate that. I felt like it was even much better, and it was. It brought a lot more detail. I don't know if I changed it. I'm pretty sure I did, but I think I changed it back in the end. Or it's like a black one, and then had a red carpet. Yeah, pretty sure that's what it ended up being. But nevertheless, that's what it was at the start. And fun fact, from the point at which I bought the interior to the point at which I opened the club first time, it was just 7 days. So that's just insanity, how quickly we just did all that. And yes, it took hours, absolute hours, and I cannot stress this enough, I could not do this without the help of the people that helped me. With the first opening, with the first design of the club, it was Amy Dawson and Melissa Kears who helped me design the place and who did all the work, and just thank you, people. Without you, the club wouldn't exist, and just I don't know what to say. I mean, friends is the most valuable thing you can have, clearly. More valuable than any money, any education, anything else. Friends is, again, I have proven to myself that you cannot have anything more valuable than friends. So, this club is meant to be some kind of like a nightclub / kind of like a, just a fun strip club, strip bar place. Because LSRP is focused on sex. Let's just admit it. LSRP is just ridden with sex, and some people call it cringy. I don't think it is. Honestly. What I do think is cringy is people, haters, taking it in character and being upset that there are men playing as women characters. I'll tell you something, there are women playing as male characters. And guess what? That's okay. Because guess what? These aren't avatars. These are characters. But that being said, thanks so much for watching. I'll keep at it and I'll tell you more about this design next episode. Stay awesome.